Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Jay Talks Philadelphia Eagles Football 2020 season. This is the Week 15 recap. And the Philadelphia Eagles have lost to the Arizona Cardinals 33-26. And now we enter the era of Jalen Hurts. That's right. Yes, Jalen Hurts is now pretty much the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles the rest of the season. Now, the question is, will he be the starting quarterback for next year? I don't know for sure, but it's a possibility that we might have seen the end of Carson Wentz in a Eagles uniform. I don't know if he's going to be back. They're going to have a competition for next year, but he's most likely could be out of Philadelphia. Maybe. We don't know for sure, but we'll see. We'll see what happens next couple of weeks. The last 2 games of the year, so let's go recap the Eagles, what they did. Jalen Hurts did play well in the game. He did play well, but the Eagles still has issues they need to fix. Like, I knew this was not going to be an easy game for them, but they made an interesting game. They did fought back, and that's how they did in the past, but they ended up still losing this one, which is pretty much put them out. Pretty much put them out of playoffs. So let's go ahead and go to the stats. Eagles 422 total yards. Cardinals have 526 total yards. Eagles had 9 penalties in the game, 69 penalty yards. Cardinals had 9 total penalties, 83 yards. Eagles did have the ball most in the whole game, 32 minutes and 13 seconds. And the Cardinals had possession of 27 minutes and 47 seconds. On the stats side, Jalen Hurts, 24 out of 44. He would complete most of his passes, 303 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kyler Murray had 27 for 36, 406 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Guys need to shut down that passing game right there. A. Lee caught pass 1 attempt for 26 yards. Miles Sanders, 17 attempts, 64 yards, 10 is the longest. Jalen Hurts ran the ball 11 times for 63 yards and 1 score. Rager ran 1 time, lost 10. They still have some running the ball, but they need to get Miles Sanders more carries. That's the whole issue. Keep feeding him the ball. You can't be letting Hurts run around. Eventually, he's going to take a risk and he might get hurt. So they need to contain him. Let him run around for a little bit, not too much, but you got to get the ball to Miles Sanders more. You've got to get him under 20 carries. He's got to get more, less than 20. He's got to get more than 20 carries, 25 at least. Okay, go on the Cardinals side. Edmonds, 11 carries, 47 yards, 16 is the longest, no score. Kyler Murray ran for 8 times for 29 yards, 9 yards was the longest, 1 touchdown. K. Drake ran for 10 times for 26 yards, 8 was his longest, no touchdowns. Hawkins ran for 1 time, 1 yard, and that's it. Going to the receiving side of the Eagles, Zach Ertz caught 2 passes for 69 yards, 42 was his longest. Alshon Jeffrey caught 2 passes for 63 yards, 39 was his longest. Jalen Hurts caught 5 passes for 49 yards, 23 is the longest. Watkins caught 3 passes for 40 yards and a touchdown, 32 was the longest, which was a screen pass. A screen, he spun around, he caught, spun, and took it upfield for a score. Didn't see that. I didn't see the rest of the game though. Travis Bowen caught 2 for 30, 18 yards to a touchdown. Miles Sanders caught 1 for 26 yards. Greg Ward caught 4 passes for 15 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had a pretty good day. Boston Scott caught 1 pass for 7 yards. Going to the Cardinals side, Hopkins caught 9 catches for 169 yards. 45 was on 1 touchdown. Right there's the problem. You need to shut him down. Contain him. Don't let him get the ball. He got some amazing catches, no doubt about it. But you got to make sure he doesn't get the ball. Arnold caught 3 passes for 54 yards and 23 his longest. Williams caught 1 pass for 42 yards, and that's all his longest. Johnson caught 2 catches for 30 yards, 32 was his longest. Larry Fitzgerald caught 33 passes for 35 yards and 1 touchdown. Kirk caught 3 passes, 33 yards, no score. 16 was his long. Turner caught 1 pass for 26 yards, no touchdowns. That's the longest, 26. Edmonds caught 3 passes for 19 yards, 12 was his longest, and 1 touchdown. K. Drake caught 2 passes for 14 yards, 8 was his longest, and Daniels caught 1 pass for 2 yards. Going to the scoring of the games of the game of Week 15 matchup. So the Cardinals started a penalty on Hurts and forced it a safety. So Cardinals lead 2-0. Kyler Murray ran it for 8 yards, made it 9-0. Edmonds caught a 6-yard pass from Kyler, made it 16 at the end of one quarter. So right there, the Eagles need to get some points in the first quarter. You have to score at least some points in the first quarter. You can't be shut out. You're not going to win any games. You're not going to win at all. You have to keep getting drives out of perspective. But I didn't see the game, so I don't know what really going to happen. But I'm going with what I'm seeing. Second quarter, Watkins caught a 32-yard pass from Hurts, made it 16-7. A field goal from Nugent made it 40 yards and made it 19-7 Cardinals. Greg Ward caught a 4-yard touchdown pass, made 19-14 Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald caught a 14-yard pass from Kyler Murray, made 26-14 Cardinals. And second at the end, getting close, Greg Ward caught a 5-yard touchdown for Jalen Hurts, made 26-20. In the third quarter, Jalen Hurts ran for a touchdown, made it tied up 26-26 all. Then DeAndre Hopkins catch the winning touchdown pass, made it 33-26. I did see some highlights where they tried the Hail Mary. Unfortunately, they went to the same person, Dallas Goedert. You need to go somebody else. I mean, you had Alshon since he's tall, but they had Brett Sillick, but I mean, he had one once, and he was incomplete. He couldn't control it. That's a key drop, which has been costing the Eagles a lot of these games. So, overall, they've been playing a lot better under Hurts, which I'm not surprised at all, since they always seem to be playing with their backup, which means, what does this mean with Carson Wentz? What it means is he going to be out of Philadelphia, or is he going to be still in Philadelphia trying to fight for a starting job? I say he could be possibly out. It won't shock me at all if they find a partner, someone to trade with. Two potential people what you could look at for Carson Wentz. Obviously, you think the Indianapolis Colts could be one because the quarterback's coach that was the Eagles coach when he went on to the Super Bowl, he had that great season with Frank Reich. They can move him there. Jets with the worst pick, since they won a game, they have a hot pick. They can try to go after Wentz. I look at a team like the Denver Broncos. With their struggling quarterback, they're looking for a franchise guy. They can go after Wentz. Throw another team out there. I'll throw this team out there. You probably not like it. Washington has been trying to find a franchise quarterback for years. That hasn't worked out for them. They could go after Wentz. Another team. I'll throw this one out as well. Patriots. If you think about it, we don't know with Cam Newton if he's going to be back or not. Plus, you don't know how Carson's going to be under Belichick. Could you imagine Carson Wentz having Belichick as your coach? And imagine what that would be like for him. You don't know. Could we see that happen? Possibility. We don't know. Chicago's another team that could go out there and try to get out, can acquire wins. So, there's some teams out there, but we'll have to wait and see. Then again, he could be back next year fighting for that starting job. As of right now, I've seen so far, Jalen Hurts is the quarterback going into next week's game against, I believe it's the Dallas Cowboys. Let me double check on that real quick. Give you my preview on that. I think it's Dallas and it's Washington. I'm making sure Washington football team. So you never know. I'm just going to go back to the schedule here real quick. Come on. Forward one. Let's see. So, one moment. Yeah, it's against Dallas and Washington. That's the last two games. So, as the last two games, these are pretty much divisional matchups. This is to prove your record, prove your record that you're saying you're better. But against the Dallas Cowboys, what were we expecting against the Dallas Cowboys? Expecting them to run the ball with Ezekiel. I expect to throw the receivers and with Andy Dalton. If the Eagles don't contain the running game of the Dallas Cowboys and Andy Dalton, it's going to be a long day for them. However, the Eagles are relying on Jalen Hurts for this next week game. They need to pound the ball with Miles Sanders to hit more carries. and force turnovers like they did last game and get sacked. So I expect two ways. If the Eagles don't contain Andy Dalton or Ezekiel, I expect the Cowboys to win. We'll just say a 24-17 type victory. Now, if the Eagles run the ball, get pressure on Andy Dalton, force turnovers, contain Ezekiel, Hurts having still continued to be Jalen Hurts like the past 2 weeks, Eagles win by a score of 24-21. Close game. A close game nonetheless, but make it close. That's all I got to say about that. The only thing I like to say, the Eagles have been forcing turnovers. The offensive line has been playing better. Hurts has been playing. Since he's getting that spot, the question is, how do you deal with Carson Wentz? Do you expect he comes back, or do they trade him? I don't know. He could be traded. It won't surprise me at all. I know some players are going to be dealt with the off season. I wish them well, but we'll find out in the next couple of weeks what's going to happen to this team. If you're following or not. Well, that's about it, everybody. I hope you have a safe and wonderful Monday, and I'll see you next time. Please leave a like, comment, and also subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Take care, stay safe, stay humble, and be a blessing.